anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup. A clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollard, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Catching up with the Fighting Irish head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, the strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. Fielded in the end zone. It's Compton. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Grabbed behind the line. It's Pringle. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between two top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Throwing, Mensah. Under fire. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. There he goes. Open it up. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Fighting Irish called their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Carr above the noise. Get it out to the supersonic guy. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a 3rd down conversion to avoid punt. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds a tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. And the Hurricanes are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Here's a heat. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Pringle. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
Well, this offense didn't get off to the start they wanted, going 3 and out of the gate. But on the 2nd drive, they're doing much better. They're finding a rhythm, and I think a big part of that is establishing the running game. And a really nice job on that last one, picking up the 1st down.
Going to try to get it himself.
Man, that's so frustrating. And it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Trying to run, it's Pringle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Motion from the wide receiver. Mensah. Snags it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
When you can run routes like this big guy, you can line him up in the slot. You can give him some extra space to work and just let him find the open holes over the middle of the field. It's a good idea to line him up in different spots to help him out, but he's a big part of this passing game. You saw why there.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Canes! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they did tack on the extra point. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. comes onto the field ready to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Tight end getting vertical. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Big-time play there in the passing game. That's important for Notre Dame, too, as a program, because we know they've always been able to run the football, and we've seen them in recent years get to the playoffs. They've reached national championship games, but they haven't been able to pull it off. For this program to take the next step, they have to be more consistent and dynamic in the explosive passing game, and I think this guy gives them the opportunity to take the program to the next level.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. To the air, it's Carr. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Gets away from one, finds room. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Irish! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
Man, making a statement early in this football game. I'm open. Get it to me. He's already got 2 tutties on the game. Nice job making his presence felt early in this football game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a 62-yard pass for the score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Here comes the heat, trying to get away. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Here's Mensah to throw. Going deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Makes the grab on the left. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Off the play fake on first down. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football, and they have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Throwing, Mensah. On the run, still looking. Right on the money. Brought down pick up after the grab on that one.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the third down and goal.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Carr to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Carr. Pocket breaking down. Finds a man in the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Well, we knew coming into this one, guys, the offense wanted to get this guy the ball. I had no idea it was going to be like this, though. We're not even done the first quarter. He already has over 100 yards receiving.
Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Carr rushes on him. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Running inside, it's Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience, bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Throws to the wideout. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. Fourth down, Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Pick off to stop the threat. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the starter.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Fourth down.
And the Canes will try to convert on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Makes the grab past the marker. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Quarterback moving. He's going to run it, and he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
The Canes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
Well, you're down here in the red zone. You know you've got to be able to run the football, so good call going with the toss play. Nice blocking up front. Good patience by the back finding his crease.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've already converted once on fourth down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere four-down territory. Trying to do it on the ground. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the boxes. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win in David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Throwing, Carr fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call at 2nd and long. To the air, it's Carr. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Again, it's Carr. Pressure coming. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. On target to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. And they've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Rides to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. So Miami signals for a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Is called, and they got it just in the nick of time before the delay of game penalty. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Here's Carr to throw. And it's incomplete on third down. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. The Canes will go ahead and call that second timeout. Gives them a little time to dig deep in the play sheet and figure out what to do on fourth down. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a fourth down stop. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. Carr to throw for it on fourth. Going for 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
One the quarterback would love to have back. At this point of the game, it's tight on the scoreboard, and if that guy's not open, nothing's there. You got to throw that thing away, or you got to tuck it and run, take a sack, live to play another down. That's a decision the quarterback wishes he had back.
Yeah, because you're so frustrated because you're in a position to get points. And right when you start getting down there, Palmer, they talk to you all the time. Don't give away points. Make sure you're smart with the football. Don't try to do too much. He tries to do too much. He pays for it, and the defense takes it all the way back to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Carr. Under fire. Got his man downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play completely.
He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Mensah. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And on that play, great job by the receiver working his way through the traffic in the middle of the field. That's a crossing route. It's going to take him a couple seconds to get all the way to the other side of the field, but really nice awareness by him, making the catch, coming up with a big play.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
You know, if you're going to complete some of these deep crossing patterns, the offensive line has got to be able to hold up because you know that receiver, it's going to take him time to get where he needs to be. So everybody up front really has to do a nice job of creating a clean pocket for the QB to throw from.
Snags it, and there's running room. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's this guy's third catch now on the drive, and I like how this offense just keeps going back to him. Look, if you're not going to cover him, we're going to keep throwing him the football. We don't have to overthink this thing, and as every completion happens, the quarterback is gaining more and more confidence in this guy.
Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. The Hurricanes will call their third timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback may change this route. Here's Mensah to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That's the first score today for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading into halftime.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. The run inside. It's Edwards. He'll be knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. Not sure that's going to matter except to his statistics as we are seconds away from halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We get things going here with a look at Charlotte taking on the number 17 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the 49ers in front right now as they look to get back over 500. And this is kind of the point in the season where you find out who you are. Week 5, a crossroads. Can this group find the right path? Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside Conference USA.
Here come the Irish back on offense. Throwing. Carr fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Looking for a man. It's Carr. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
Bringing the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on 3rd down.
Carr from the gun on 3rd down. They get to him as he throws. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Slips through the line. Special teams. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Hey, kick it to him at your own will, man, because that dude has a jetpack. He can absolutely fly. You see why they got him back deep, man. Catch it, let people kind of get an angle on it, and he just goes soof, and takes off, erases angles. His speed back there as a punt returner, man, is it dangerous.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. So his big play capability was on full display in that one as he took that punt back for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
A nice play there. And I know when you think Notre Dame football, you're thinking about running the football and all those NFL offensive linemen they have. But When you've got playmakers like him on the perimeter, you've got to be able to take advantage of him. This guy has the chance to play on Sundays.
Makes a deep grab. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work 1st and 10. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. If guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Throwing, Mensah. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running inside. It's Pringle. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Past the 30. Inside the touchdown, Miami. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with a big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They finish things off with some flair, a 73-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs and linebackers all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff and reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be...
Could be an alley. Got enough space. Touchdown, Canes. And the pummeling has started. His third touchdown of the game. That's almost half of his total, as he now has 7 on the year.
And it started with their offense. They put them in a bye, man. They're already trailing, needed a good possession here in this third quarter to cut into the lead. What do? They turn the football over, short side of the field. Their defense doesn't hold, and this game is getting out of hand.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Under fire. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Here's Carr to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. That defense got gassed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Yeah, and Palmer, I don't know what his grade's going to be, but hitting over 400 yards on the day, I think coaches are going to be pretty impressed with the day this young man had.
No doubt. I think for defensive coordinators moving forward now, you're going to be charged with having to find answers to try to slow this guy down. Today, we've seen this defense try blitzing, zone coverage, man coverage. They've mixed up personnel. None of it has worked. This guy has carved them apart.
Defense in press coverage. To the air again, Carr. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. He got it back corner of the end zone. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And he made the extra point without problem. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. He's taking the shot. He's got it down the left. Touchdown, Hurricane! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, know, David, talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to get this guy involved. Weren't able to do it early, but they saw the matchup, took advantage of his speed, and it's a long touchdown.
Yeah, and sometimes it takes a minute to figure out what the defense is doing, but then now you figure it out, and now you go to your go-to guy. He has all the speed, man. He can win outside. You want to play man-to-man coverage on him? You want to leave him on an island? It's not going to turn out well.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Carr. Got the back over the middle. Oh, did you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. C.J. Carr firing again. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
Fires to the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And the defense finally steps up, man. They've had a tough day down here near the goal line defending the pass. Like, he's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. Nice job on this play. Nice response. Trying to get themselves back in the football game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Carr. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. A 50-50 ball, and he comes down with it. What a tremendous contested catch. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Here's a heat. Hard running there. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. Off to the races to the right. The 40. The 30. The 20. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
And how about this defense flipping the field, turning a negative situation into a positive, causing the fumble, scooping that puppy up. You look at the blocking out in front of the guy, you could tell, chewing up yardage, puts it all the way back down the field, gets a ton of yards back, and now puts an offense in a position to succeed.
Looking for his man. Got his man. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We've certainly seen better performances from this group. You have to hope that they'll grow from this, but this is going to be one that they're going to kick themselves over for a while. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
Here's Carr to throw. He's got him. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes a grab for a big play. Touchdown, Irish. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. Lining up to add another. And it's up and good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49.
Set to kick it off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Mensah using his legs to buy some time. He'll throw it. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Defensive coordinators draw up all these blitzes, and then you got a guy like that, and he just can roll, and he can get out of things. He's a magician, just pops out of things, makes plays. He got outside the pocket, incomplete pass, but you know what? I was still holding my breath the whole time.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Knocked away at the last minute, and that is precision defensive back play there.
And that didn't look like it was the right read. You got to be smart as a quarterback, make the right decisions. And I know he's a go-to guy, and he's already had success on the day. But sometimes you can force it in when it's just not there. That was really good coverage. I know he's good, but be smart with the football and don't try to force it into closed windows.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much, late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. You can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Here's Mensah to throw. Going for the big play. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. And the Canes want to crank the tempo. From the gun. Stepping to the right. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Canes! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Turning it on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. The defense's head may still be spinning. They're just outside the red zone now, 1st and 10 from the 22. The run inside. It's Porter. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Carr. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Go, go.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now they'll try it again after the inexplicable delay of game penalty. 2nd and goal again. Throwing, Carr. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy.
And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown and a little window dressing here at the end of the game.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Got room at the 35. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. The throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
He wants to change this route. Finding an escape route. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards.
He's going for the big play. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Here's a throw downfield late. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he is brought to the ground, and that's how we'll wrap this one up.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Boy, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.